You know what's interesting when you think about anti-aging medicine, the first thing I conjure up to are people that are desperate coming into your office. They're perimenopausal or menopausal, they're a male, it's low testosterone, or 40 pounds overweight, and they're desperate and crying to feel renewed and new. This was a different opportunity for me when I got asked to go into a very large organization, Lifetime Fitness in fact, and they have 2,700 trainers, 1.2 million members, and 100 dietitians, and their model was broke for how they were going to keep people feeling well. But they had the philosophy of, well, wellness just means calories in and calories out and how much time you put in on a treadmill. And unfortunately, I don't think that model adds up. So we're going to talk a little bit in our brief time together about what we did and what some key strategies are and issues that relate to the person that's training regularly. I think the smoking gun continues to, what I would say, smolder, right? We hear another report about increased risk associated with endurance training or completing marathons. Well, why is that going on? I don't want people to not be able to enjoy running a marathon if they want to run a marathon, but what are we going to do and what are we going to look at to keep their metabolisms efficient so they can enjoy the things they do, but yet it not be damaging or, in fact, life-threatening? So I want to be able to take a little bit of time and go through some very basic shifts in chemistry that have been identified that, quite honestly, I don't think anybody's talking about yet. So this was basically to sum this up, 2,400 personal trainers. That's actually grown from the time I put the slide together. 50 registered dietitians. Now it's upwards of 100. What's the objective of the partnership was to change from a culture of just exercise to transform corporately with 110 sites a healthy way of life company. It's not about how much you train. It's how are you going to exercise as a component of being well. Beyond that, we had to take all of their dietitians and really almost like a boot camp, break them down and kind of re-educate them on what I call real-world nutrition, which is more about carbohydrate restriction, not necessarily severely carbohydrate restricted, but modified carbohydrate diets, talk about food intolerances and allergies and incorporate those aspects into what they were doing to try to get people to lose weight or to try to get people to be able to move and be less sore. The other thing was integrating offerings that included fitness, lifestyle, nutrition, supplementation, lab testing. Lifetime Fitness had bought a company called, if you look down at the bottom of here, Health Check USA, and that was a self-care lab testing model. The problem was nobody was ordering labs. Well, if you don't know what you're supposed to order, why would you order? So from the trainers on down, there was an issue around, well, what kind of lab tests should we be doing? So I'm going to go through and share that with you a little bit. But the purpose of this was to create a cohesive, organized way to say, how are we going to get people to truly get more fit and truly get healthier and raise the bar in the fitness side of the industry? I mean, I spent my time in clinical practice, had an institute for actually over 20 years, taught at the College of Medicine and Pharmacy for 15 years. And so this, for me, was a big opportunity because I actually thought people were going to be healthier. And what I found out when I walked in was that the same problems that I saw in clinic were the same things that I would ask people about, like the trainers. Do you have trouble sleeping at night? Oh, my God, yeah. Do you have short-term memory loss? Oh, my gosh, I can't remember how to get to work some mornings, right? Those issues resonated even in the younger populations. That if they walked into here, you're going, wow, they're fit. They look great. Yeah, but they're having craving problems. They're having cognitive problems. They're sore. Their moods are down. They just haven't gotten to the tipping point where they've become ill yet. Wouldn't it be nice if we could start to get a hold of some people before they get ill? So we can actually work on people and what I call tweak them instead of have to totally rebuild and reinvent their chemistry for them. So for me, this was a really great opportunity to be able to participate in this. Obviously, first fitness organization to participate in